Hi guys, it's Nick from Let's Chat, and in this video today I'm going to tell you my top 10 all-time Carlton wins as a supporter. So let's get into it. So at number 5 we've got Carlton versus GWS in round 12 2017, and I was also at that match as well. GWS heading into the season and match, they were hot favourites as a premiership. They were premiership favourites. So at number 10, I've got Carlton versus Fremantle from round 15 in 2019. Wow, this game, I remember this game well. You know, we were 30 points down. It felt like we didn't have any energy in the game, and I was about to turn off the TV in midway through the second quarter, but then we scored 4 quick goals to get within a kick of end. Yeah, we made a game of it, and it was pretty much a tight game since. And then in the last minute of the game, Mark Murphy kicked that remarkable goal, the banana goal, to win it for us. And oh boy, I was jumping around like mad, and I lost my voice the next day because Cripps wasn't playing, Harry wasn't playing, and Charlie got injured during the game. And Murphy, well, he had to step up, and he basically got man of the match with that effort. He also got 30 odd disposals that game, and Mark Murphy did, and yeah, it was so good to see that game. And that was when we were at our very worst, but we were starting to gain some confidence in the rebuild. Yeah, so that was a good game to watch. So at number 9, I've got Carlton versus Geelong from round 10 in 2016. And wow, what a win this was. I mean, Geelong were the premiership favourites at the time, and we were on the rebuild, obviously. We were 5 losses and 4 wins heading into the season to this match, and I didn't expect Carlton to win against Geelong. This was the first time we've ever beaten them at Marvel Stadium. Bryce Gibbs was man of the match. I remember Mark Murphy and Liam Sumner went out early with injury, so we only had 20 players to play with, and we did that really well. Sam Doherty played a really good game as well, which I remember. Andres Everett kicked 4 goals off the match. He was good. Armfield had his pace really well, kicked 3 goals, and yeah, it was a really, really good day for Carlton. And I remember watching it at home, and I just couldn't believe what I saw. We were playing one of our best games that I've ever seen Carlton play in a long time. So now, at number 8, we've got Carlton taking on Port Adelaide at Amy Stadium in round 23 2013. Wow. One of these games had its moments. We were down by 39 points during the match, and I thought our season was done. We had to win or draw to get into the finals, and we've won by the barest of margins to get into the finals. Like, we were 39 points down in the match, and we managed to claw our way back. And in the last minute, Matthew Broadbent had the chance to steal the game from us, but he hit the post, and I was like, oh my God. I was having a heart attack during that match in the last minute, and when the siren went, I was jumping around, and oh man, I was so excited, and I lost my voice the next day, and I was so emotional after the game. And yeah, Mark Murphy was the man of the match. He brought us home. He kicked 3 second half goals. He was everywhere, and the amigos, Yaron, Betts and Garlett, they all had an impact as well. And we had a few of our good players out in that game too. Like Judd wasn't playing, Scotland wasn't playing. Who else wasn't playing? Ooh, I can't remember, but yeah, but Judd and Scotland, I know that two of them weren't playing, but yeah, um, it was just unbelievable experience to see that. And we weren't supposed to finish in the top eight, like because Essendon um, got kicked out of the finals because of that saga, that bombshell. So that made us go into the top eight, and we played in the finals that year. Now this is Carlton versus Richmond in round 18, 2012. So this is number 7 from my list. And this is one of the games that I've been to. I was at this game, the first ever Carlton game I've ever been to. Carlton versus Richmond, round 18, 2012. And oh boy, it had its ups and downs this game. Like I was sitting behind the goals, and in the last quarter you can see me jumping around when Brock McLean kicks the winning goal. We won it in the last minute, and I lost my voice after the game, which I can remember. And I don't know how we came back and won. Like we were 13 points down with like 5 minutes to go, and we scored the last 3 goals by Armfield, Thornton, and of course McLean, the match winner, in the last minute. And man, it was a miracle. So one of the good games I've been to, even though Richmond were shit back then as well. But 2012 was one of those years that Carlton could have been really good, but then it turned to really shit. But the game itself, Carlton got up and we won by 4 points. And yeah, I was so glad to go to it. So now, at number 6, we have Carlton versus Collingwood, round 7, 2017. Wow. Collingwood were celebrating their 150th anniversary, and Carlton, of course, we spoiled their party. Daisy Thomas, against his old team in the last quarter, kicks a wonderful goal to basically seal the game for us, and I was pumped. I was jumping around, and I knew that we had it won then. And oh boy, wowee. It was great to give shit to Collingwood, because I fucking hate Collingwood so much. They're mongrels, so it was good to get that win against them, and I was glad to witness it. So at number 5, we've got Carlton versus GWS, round 12, 2017, and I was also at that match as well. GWS, heading into the season and match, they were hot favourites as a premiership. They were premiership favourites. But in this match, GWS were really inaccurate. That's what cost them, and Carlton were kicking straight. That's what won us the game. We won by a solitary point. I was sitting behind the goals. You can also see me sit behind the goals in this match as well. So, yeah, I was really nervous near the end. I was having a heart attack, and yeah, I'm not sure if I was going to take it. And we managed to hold on just. When the siren went, I was jumping around, and man, my heart was rating 24 kilometres per hour. Far out, something like that. It was just horrendous, Carlton beating GWS, the top team, that time. And we were 17th on the ladder at that time. Like, that was just unbelievable, Wow. Like, I was so glad that I went to the game, and Cruiser played a good game that day, I remember. And yeah, we were lucky. So at number 4, we've got Carlton versus Collingwood, round 15, 2012. This was on my birthday, this match, on my 15th birthday, so what a win it was to celebrate my birthday. It was a good way to end the day with a Carlton win on my birthday as a brilliant birthday present. Carlton get a good win against Collingwood. They were on top of the ladder, and we were hanging around outside the 8 at the time, and yeah, it was so good. Carlton getting a win against Collingwood. Judd was dominating. He got man of the match. Eddie Betts was kicking 4 goals. Nick Dygan kicked 3, and the rest is history. At number 3, we've got Carlton versus Collingwood, round 3, 2012. So we beat Collingwood twice in 2012, but in round 3 we smashed them by 60 points, a whopping 60 points. So in this game, I was expecting Carlton to get smashed. Collingwood were like one of the premiership favourites, although they did lose the grand final of the year before to the Geelong, but that was history. We played so damn well in this game, Judd playing well, getting these 30 odd disposals. Gibbs, Murphy, they all played well in the centre. Carazzo, Scotland, wow. Simpson was playing well. Betts kicked 5 goals. Garlett kicked a couple of good ones as well. Jared Waite kicked 3, and Cruiser and Hampson were doing well in the ruckman as well. And yeah, it was a pretty good team performance. So at number 2, I've got the 2011 elimination final against Essendon, and that was a good day for us. We won by 62 points, I think it was. Yeah, 62 points. And I really enjoyed it. Like, Essendon kicked the first 3 goals of that game, and I was like, oh no, not again, not losing another elimination final 3 years in a row. But then, yeah, we were just warming up, because after that, we got ourselves in control, and then we just went bang, bang, bang. Like, Eddie Betts had a good game with 4 goals, Garlett and Gibbs had 3 each, and Judd kicked a good goal from 50. Yeah, he didn't do a hell of a lot, Judd, but he did his bits and pieces, and the whole team played really well. So I was really glad to witness it. And at number 1, no surprise, the 2013 elimination final against Richmond. Well, this game, in the 3rd quarter, we were 32 points down. I thought our season was gone. I was not talking much after that goal from Richmond that made us trail by 32 points. I thought our season was gone, but then we kicked 5 goals within 4 minutes or something to get back into the contest, and we were back within a point. And then in the last quarter, we had the advantage, and Chris Judd got man of the match. It was his birthday, his 30th birthday, and he was playing half injured. Like, he had strapping on his legs, and he came back for the finals, and he was the difference. He kicked that big goal in the last quarter, and I was pumped. I was with my dad at his place watching the game. I remember that day, and yeah, that was the best final I've ever witnessed. The best game I ever witnessed in Carlton wise. Yeah, Jared Waite and Nick Dygan were good that day, kicking 4 goals. With Nick Dygan, he was late inclusion, like he came in for Brock McLean with 10 minutes to go before the match, and oh boy, he didn't disappoint. And Eddie Betts played well as well. He kicked 3 goals. Garlett got a couple, and yeah, the rest is history. So there you go, guys. I've been meaning to do this video for a while now, and I've finally got around to be doing it. So if you want to do a video like this with your team, feel free to do so. If you go for St Kilda or Essendon, Richmond, Geelong, Port Adelaide, Fremantle, Collingwood, whatever, Bulldogs, Melbourne, North, you can do it as well. Tell me what your top 10 wins as a supporter is. Well, anyway, thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you, guys.